Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to take a look at the new Cooler Master Q300L. Okay, so this is the Cooler Master Q300L, part of the new Q series of micro ATX cases, and this is the lower price version. There is a L version and I believe it's a P version. The P version has extra things like a few handles and some extra covers, but this is the base model, which you can actually upgrade to the P model if you wish. So let's not go any further, let's carry on and see what's in the box. Okay, so first of all we've got the Cooler Master instruction manual and warranty information. Okay, so that is the Cooler Master Q300, and let's have a quick tour around the case and see what we get. So first of all, as you can probably tell, there is a full-size acrylic glass side panel which is designed to look a lot like tempered glass, and you have got thumb screws which are rubberized, so to prevent damage. On the front of the case, you've got Cooler Master logo at the top, and you've got a printed dust filter with a geometric pattern. And if you don't like it, you can just remove that, it just peels off. So magnetic all the way around the outside edge, revealing this nice perforated front. Now, with previous Cooler Master cases in 2017, there's been a lot of problems with airflow. Now, due to the amount of perforations in this case, I don't think airflow is going to be a problem. Okay, on the side you've got the aluminium side panel, I think it's aluminium, probably is, with the rubberized thumb screws yet again, so give you nice easy access to the side panel. Moving around to the rear, you've got your standard micro ATX layout, you've got space for a 120mm fan, you've got 4 PCI slots and your power supply installation. On the top of the chassis, very much like the front, you've got the geometric shaped print panel, which is a dust filter, which again is magnetic and removable. On the top again, underneath that, very much like the front, you've also got the perforations. And there's a lot of perforations on there, so again, unlike the previous Cooler Master cases, there's going to be a lot of airflow available to you here, should you wish it. Now, talking of airflow, on the top, you've got space for 2 120mm fans. Much like the front, where you've got the option for either 2 120s or 2 140s. Now, moving along to the base. On the bottom, you've got, again, a removable filter, and you've got intake for the power supply fan, and you've got an option for another 120mm fan at the front, or whatever you decide it to be. Now, they designed this case so that what is traditionally the front, the bottom or the sides, you can completely change to suit your preferences. The I/O panel is removable, there's 2 screws so you can remove it, and you can mount it in any one of many positions. So you can put it at the bottom here if you wish, on the back, the top, and the same goes for the other side. So you can move it around to suit however you want. So if for some reason you want the acrylic side panel on the other side, you can put it on there, but then all you'd see is your cable management, which you probably don't really want to have a look at. Anyway, moving on. So let's have a look inside the chassis and see what it's like for layout inside. So again, 4 nice and easy removable thumb screws. And there's your acrylic side panel. Again, you've got rubberized grommets, so you can put it down somewhere, and there's a little bit of gap so it's not going to get scratched up, or hopefully not too badly. So looking inside the chassis, you've got mounting areas for SSDs, top and bottom. You've also got a large cutout which is for access, so if you want to put a cooler on which has rear mounting brackets, you can gain access to that pretty easily. There's also plenty of cutouts for cable management, so depending where your connection points are on your motherboard for things like your I/O, like your audio inputs, your USBs, or just for routing SATA cables neatly, there's plenty of cutouts. And also on the back actually there's lots of cable tie-down mounts, so you can keep it nice and tidy in there. So looking from the back side, again you can see the big cutout. So you've got a big cutout here for access to CPU coolers, etc. And also it'll give some ventilation to the back of the, I guess that's where the VRMs and things like that will be on your motherboard. Again, there's a large cutout for taking power supply from the inside through and wiring into any drives you have on the inside of the case. So on the back side you've got a mounting bracket, and that is for a 3.5 inch drive. So your main or sort of large format storage can be mounted on the back to keep it out of the way, to keep things nice and neat. Because most 3.5 inch hard disk drives don't look particularly nice, so you can hide that away behind, so it's out of view. And speaking of which, you've got a large, about 25mm gap down the back. So Cooler Master have thought about cable management and also routing. So you've got plenty of room to store your cables and your hard disk drive on the back side. So moving around to the I/O. Now with this you get a little bag with all your bits and pieces in. So you've got some cable ties in there to help with cable management. And there's rubberized grommets and mounting screws for pretty much every eventuality you could think of. So I/O from the front, you have a dual USB 3. You've got your HD audio and connections for power switch, power LED, hard drive LED and reset switch. Now, like I said, the front I/O can be moved around into various positions on the chassis, so you can make it to suit however you want it to be on your desk. This case is really designed to be on a desk rather than under a desk due to the side I/O. Most desks, if you have it underneath, I think that could be a potential problem if you've got USB sticking out there or headphone jacks. They might have a potential to sort of be damaged, which is a little bit of a shame. It would have been nice to have that really on the top as the normal with ATX cases or micro ATX cases, but it's a little bit different, and again it gives you the option to be a little bit creative. So included with the kit, you get a single 120mm non-LED fan with a 3-pin connector. So that's kind of nice to be included free of charge, but I would imagine most people using this case are probably going to fill it with LED or RGB case fans and kit them out all over the place. Now, I am planning with this build to do a micro ATX build using an older AMD FX 6300 and a GTX 770, just to try and generate some heat in there with the fans in there and see if it can keep all that sort of temperature under control, which, unlike the Cooler Master Lite Box 5, I believe it was, which I purchased previously, that was a really lovely looking case, but unfortunately suffered really badly with thermals as the front air intake was severely restricted. So hopefully with this new mesh design and the magnetic filters on the front and on the top, there should be a lot better airflow. So talking about the case, this actually comes in at a budget sort of £40 in the UK thereabouts, or around about $40 in the US plus taxes, depending where you get it from. This one is currently available on Amazon.co.uk at $39.99, and it's coming towards the end of March 2018, so hopefully that price will pretty much stay stable, unlike the rest of the PC market at the moment. Looking further inside the case, on the bottom you've got rubberized mountings, so when you install your power supply, which is slightly recessed, there's a nice big rubber chunky sort of landing plate, so you can put your power supply in there and that's going to limit vibration going through to the rest of the chassis, as is the case with pretty much all the screws pretty much in this case and all the grommets. Everything is rubberized. It's a shame there's not more rubber around these kind of cable management areas, but that is kind of one of the trade-offs of having a case of this kind of price. But all in all, I think it's a great little case, and hopefully it's going to be a step up from the Cooler Masterbox Lite 5. Again, which you want to see. If you want to see the video of that, you can click on the link up here and you can see what it was like. Again, very nice looking case, but suffered terribly with thermals. So like I said, this hopefully will do better. So if you want to watch what it's like and find out what the build goes like, click on the subscribe button to find out more. But in the meantime, I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To. This has been the Cooler Master Q300L, and we'll catch you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.